Hey guys, just finishing up Huswifery by Edward Taylor. We're in the bottom part, trying to balance my book. We're in the bottom part of our sheet here, right? Working on theme. All right, so theme. We've talked about theme before. Theme is the overall meaning, moral, and message of the story. It is not one word, contrary to what vast numbers of websites say. A theme is not one word. A topic is one word. And we have a topic here. Desperation, right? Most people identify that. I bet if you Googled it right now, it will come up. Desperation. But that does not a theme make, right? A theme is a statement. What about desperation, right? Love is not a theme. Love conquers all is a theme. All you need is love is a theme. Love stinks is a theme, right? We need something a little bit more specific. So what I have written down, if you look back at the fill in the blank, it says the theme of this poem is blank. Okay. I believe this because blank. All right. Okay, so the theme. Whew. He's saying a lot of things, but he's saying that people have to stop living for themselves and their own desires, and they have to live for God. They have to surrender to God, right? To be what he intends them to be. That's it. That's the theme. It's a very Puritan way of thinking, right? Remember, they were ascetics, right? They gave up a lot of things. Self-denial, right? Big, big thing for them, right? So that's the theme. I believe this because, well, the whole poem talks about giving up the self. Do you see anything there about personal freedom in that poem? About uniqueness of what makes him human, of what he wants and desires? No, it's all about desires of God, right? What does God want for him? So think about that. That's kind of your I believe this because. You don't need to write that just like that. Put it in your own words. It needs to make sense for you, not for me. All right. Favorite line or phrase. Could be just one line. Could just be a little chunk, right? Remember, a phrase is more than one word. All right. My favorite line of the poem is blank because blank. You gotta tell me why. You find it interesting. It's weird. It's intriguing. It makes you want to look up looms and spinning wheels. I don't know. So pause the video. Fill that in. Okay. Last but not least, an unknown word. This has 3 parts. You're going to list the word, underline it. That's why mine has an underline. Underline it, semicolon. Part of speech. Some of us are still struggling with that. That means verb, noun, adjective, right? Adverb, preposition, part of speech, semicolon. And then the definition. Get it from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. That's probably going to be the best one to use, especially with some of this old stuff. Or, if you want, you can look out the left there, where you have affections, ordinances, judgment, apparel in the book. Or even at the bottom where you have all the footnotes, and pick one of those. I would just pick one that you don't really know but you think you might actually use or is interesting to you, right? Don't write down fulling mills because you're not going to remember that. Right? The point is for us to add to our vocabulary. So pick something you might actually use in conversation, right? Or, well, maybe not conversation, but maybe an essay, right? Okay, so take a minute, fill that in, and once you're done, right, I'm just going to go over the parts. There we go. Right, you should have your poem taped on. Got your heading and your title, Huswifery. You've got your lines numbered. You've got your stanzas numbered. That's so hard. You've got your summary boxes, one for each stanza. Beautiful little connector arrows. Look at that. And then you have the 3 parts at the bottom clearly labeled: theme, favorite line, phrase, unknown word. That should be done. If so, fantastic. Hang on to it because it's going to help you do the same thing for Anne Bradstreet. But you're on your own for that one. It's a lot more straightforward. And I'm going to suggest you read the other things. So once you're done with this, you're going to go to the bottom of the page I should say, you're going to go to page 82 because you've been reading off of the paper, right? You're going to go to page 82 where the poem appears in a more in a more modern version. Like varnished has an ed instead of a t, right? Which might be interesting to look at anyway. Evolution of language. And you're going to answer questions 1, 2, and 3. All right, make sure you label those. The directions for that are in Schoology. It is a separate sheet. Please, makes my life much easier. Also label them 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, right? Make sure you answer the whole thing. But if you watched the video, you read it, should make sense. You can also flip back to the previous page for a little information about life in the new world. And a challenge for you. Find out for me. Why is this called Huswifery? If you find the answer, email it to me. I'll give you some extra credit. All right? Take it easy, guys.